What's up, YouTube? Scott Lett here, owner of Pro Exterior Cleaning. I couldn't leave you guys hanging for too long. I'm headed back home from Alabama, headed back to Tulsa, Oklahoma. Got a new jacket. My mom and dad bought me a new jacket. Got me a new bow, Matthews V6. Come on. They always spoil me when I come home. That is the baddest bow on the market right there. Pretty fired up about it. And I got my old 243 rifle. That's going to be my son's rifle right there. So, killed a lot of deer with that gun. But, we had a good trip. Our hunting trip got canceled. The guy who owns the property had to go to work last minute, and we didn't get to go. But we have some property on a lake about an hour from our house that I grew up on, and we went down there and fished a little bit. Didn't have a whole lot of luck. I caught the only fish, little spotted bass, but it was a good trip. Got to hang out, got to see all my buddies back in Alabama, and got to spend some quality time with them. So, but while I was there, I videoed my old trailer, my first trailer for power washing, and then my upgraded trailer, and I actually found my original 2.3 gallon per minute pressure washers. So those things are going to be in the video later on, but I just wanted to show you guys that. So I think I started with like a little 6-foot trailer or something. It was tiny. You upgraded to a little bit more heavy duty trailer, and I just held on to them and gave it to my dad, and they're his now. But so yeah, I made a little video about that, showed y'all where I grew up and stuff. So just wanted, I like to show you guys who I am and where I come from. I think that's, I think it should be more than just me talking about power washing all the time, So, but anyways, yesterday I was just kind of hanging out. We were getting ready to go to the lake, or it might have been Friday, and I didn't take my work phone with me at all. I have two phones, my personal cell phone and then my work phone for power washing, and I left it at home by accident. And I got home and I had like 3 missed calls, a voicemail, and I was like, oh my gosh, I missed an opportunity. Well, anyways, it was this apartment complex I put a soft washing bid on and some concrete work. Well, for some reason they did not get my bid when I emailed it to them last week. And so I resubmitted the bid, and they're very serious about getting their apartment complex cleaned. It's like a $7,000 job, so it would be a good one to land. But I resubmitted the bid, and she ended up saying that my original email was sent to the spam folder for some reason. So that's why she didn't receive it. But we got that taken care of, and it looks like I got that job as well. So keep in mind, guys, like the reason I'm getting these jobs, there's no special thing I'm doing. The biggest thing that I'm doing is called consistency. I'm being persistent, I'm being consistent. I've been building these my book of business since August and September up until now. Like, I've been out building business, and those jobs are starting to come in. Sometimes it takes that long, right? It takes a while for people to, they may see your Facebook ad, they may see your website, they may see something about you out there, and they are like, okay, I have this in mind, I want to get clean. But there's always something they need to get finished first before they get to you. Like, most people want to clean, or fix something inside their home before they get to the outside. So, and that's what I've learned with the handyman business is, think about it. We're in the middle of a pandemic. People are tight on their money. They're going to take care of that plumbing issue, or, an electrical issue, or things inside their home, things they need to function before they spend money, on the things outside their home. So the aesthetics of their home is something they want to get done, but it may just take a little while for them to get there. And I've had to learn that. And in the commercial world, like that project manager has a list of things that owner wants her or him to tackle, right? And I'm sure power washing is on that list. But like I said, all the repairs, AC units, all the things inside those apartments are going to get fixed first before they worry about the aesthetics of the apartment complex, or whatever it may be. And that's what I've learned, is power washing is something people want to get done, but there's things that are going to get done first before they get to that part of the list. And I hate that it's that way, but that's just how it works. And the reason I know this is because I've asked, just to be honest, what kind of took so long for me to hear back from you. And in the commercial world, there's a hierarchy of chain of command of it's got to go through before they make a final decision, right? With the school system, the director of maintenance called me, and I came out there and he showed me around, and I submitted my bid to him. Well, he's got to submit that bid once he looks at it and thinks it looks good to his boss, and then it has to go to the principal, and then it has to go to the board of education over that school, or the superintendent, or whoever. There's a chain of command that these bids go through for approval, and it takes a while. Like I said, those apartments I put bids in for, I'm just now starting to hear back from them, because we're getting close. We're now in February, so things just take time, and that is called building business. And I've had to learn that. I've had to be patient, but sure enough, these bids are starting to these jobs are starting to come in. Am I going to hear from every one of the bids I place? Absolutely not. Will I hear from a quarter of them? I would think so, maybe even half. So we'll see. Now, how does the bid system work? I think the bid system, for the most part, is strictly decided on price points. Who's going to give you the best deal? Which stinks, because the lowest bid is not always the best work. And I try to explain people that, yes, I may be a little pricey, or it might be pricier than most, but you're going to get a good product. You're going to get a very clean apartment complex, a very clean school, because of the experience and the larger jobs that I've tackled over the years. That's why I take time to really go out there to the estimates, like I was telling you guys about, to explain my process. But I think the people who are going to be your long-term customers, I think that they choose based on the relationship you build with them. You take your time to explain your process, and you sell yourself to them, and along with that, you give them a very competitive, fair price. And if you do that, and you send them an email following up, and you include some pictures and some links of some of your work, to engage them even more after they have met you, there's a very good chance that you have you made a good impression, and there's a very good chance that you're going to become their vendor. So the guys who just show up and pass out a flyer, they're in and out within 5 minutes. The guys who make one phone call or send one email, the guys who don't follow up with an email, you may get chosen because you lowballed. And there's guys like that. There's a lot of $99 guys out there we got to compete with, but they may get the job, but they're not going to make, their profit margin is not going to be very great. So, because a lot of those guys don't know what the heck they're doing. Anyways, so customer retention. So say you have a client book, right? There's been some surveys out there and some research done about your current book of business, your current clients, or even the ones you're trying to acquire as a client, as a customer. People want to hear from you. So, and based on what I've researched, they want to be touched 3 to 4 times a month. And that could be, I'm getting a bunch of messages for a Facebook ad that I'm running. That's what you're hearing. So I'm going to have to respond to that here in a second. But anyways, touches, what does that mean? I call it drips. So there's many ways to drip, to to touch a customer, right? A phone call, a birthday card, an anniversary card, a Christmas card, an email that they get, on a quarterly basis, Things like that. You know, they want to see you, they want to hear you. And I guarantee you, if you send them a birthday card or anniversary card or Christmas card, they're going to call you and they're going to have something else for you to clean. I guarantee, especially the older generation, they love that stuff, dude. And if you take the time, like when I complete a job for someone, like a week later or maybe even sooner, I call them, you know, and I send them, you know, an email as well, thanking them for the business, and you know, if there's anything else they come across they want clean, let them know. But I also call them, and along with that, I get them on a quarterly email drip, you know, and I will just send them a very friendly email. Hey, thank you for your business. If there's anything I can do for you, let me know. And that's on like a quarterly email list through the CRM software that I use. So they're constantly hearing from me, and I'm telling you guys, that is gonna that's gonna open you up to a whole new world of business, because then the referrals start kicking in. Man, this guy, he did a great job. Like, it's been a great experience from the moment we found him on Google or Facebook to him coming out giving us an estimate, to really getting to know us, to giving us a fair price, fair estimate. He did phenomenal work. You know, after he completed the job, he gave me a call, he sent me an email, he sent me a birthday card, a Christmas card. You know, heck, he even knew when our anniversary, you know, was. that's not realistic. I'm just messing with you guys. But y'all get the picture. You're hitting their emotions, right? You're building a relationship. You're taking time to make them feel special. And I'm telling you guys, once you catch the fish, it's time to skin it, right? And that's kind of how I see that. Just because you caught a fish, I mean, it may jump out of the live well or get away, but if you skin it, you make it yours. that customer is going to be yours by that way. I'm telling you guys, if you do little special things like that, you're going to have that customer for a long time, to the point where, okay, he's done all this for us. I want to tell my sister, I want to tell my brother, I want to tell my best friend, I'm going to tell my, you know, my small group, you know, whatever community they're a part of. They're going to start telling people about you. Oh my gosh, this guy, he owns an exterior cleaning company. He sent me a birthday card. It was the sweetest thing. It was a picture of him and his babies and his wife. Come take a look at this. They're going to go to their fridge, and there's going to be a picture of you and your company, and they're going to write down your number, and now you have another customer. I'm telling you, it's how it works. So you just gotta strike people's emotions. You gotta build a relationship. You know, if you do a job for a client and then that's the last time you ever hear from them, that's your fault, not theirs. So that's the point I'm trying to make here, is build that book of business, catch those fish, and really go back and, you know, skin that fish and really build a book of business and really take the time to make them a long-term client. And then I'm telling you, that the referral side of the business, the word of mouth, which is the best form of marketing, is going to take off, guys. So, but anyways, stay tuned. I want to show you guys here later in the video my original trailers and my first pressure washer. All right, guys. Well, I will see you later this week. This was my first ever pressure washing trailer. Little 5x8. We kept it. I upgraded to this. I think this is like a 10-footer. Pretty narrow. I think I had 3 pressure washers on this. Surface cleaners. No hose reels. That's one of my old ladders. Let me see if I can find my very first pressure washer. I think it might be in here. There's one of my old boats. Let me see if it's in here. Right here. A little town called Caba Heights. There's my little pups. See if I can get in here. My pops usually locks it up. Yeah, it's locked. That's where we hang all of our deer, right there. All right, guys. So when I tell you I'm a redneck, this is going to improve that. These are all the deer we have killed over the years. That's my biggest bass right there. I think he was like 8.5 pounds. I have a 10-pounder I need to get mounted. I'm trying to find that pressure washer. I bet my dad has taken it down to the lake because he talked about pressure washing his pier down there. But I'm just kind of showing you guys who I am and where I came from. But this right here is a big part of who I am, guys. Outdoorsman. There's all of our fishing poles. We used to fish a lot of tournaments growing up. There's a couple crossbows right there. I'm looking for the pressure washer. When I find it, I'll show it to you guys. It's a little 2.5 gallon per minute machine, nothing special. But I made a lot of money with it. I found it. See if I can pull it out here. This was my first pressure washer. That's it. Wasn't even a 2.5. It was a 2.3 gallon per minute, 2800. That was my first machine, guys. Right there. That thing leaked like crazy. But like I said, the 3 months I used it, made some decent money, and then upgraded.